wife and baby. Well, it is the other way around, if you ask me, since Bill's mother is sick so much. Mrs. Pickett is a woman who was beautiful once upon a time. I know it is true, for I have seen the pictures. I need to remember that she got spoiled because she was the only child of wealthy parents and had her way in everything. That this was her parents' house and farm, which Bill's father is fast running into the ground, according to all. Come to mention it, I'm finding out that Mr. Sloane Pickett has got a reputation around here as a lifelong ne'er-do-well and a gambler and drunkard besides. I must say that Bill did not breathe a word of all this to me, and in fact I wonder if he even knows the extent of his father's reputation. But it may have been that Mr. Pickett minded his P's and Q's better when Dennis and Bill were here working with him, and has only hit this new low since their departure for the war. I hasten to add that Mr. Pickett does not bother me in any way. In fact, he is charming to a fault and seems devoted to little Mary. He likes to bounce her on his knee and sing aloud, "This is the way the lady rides," etc. But he is seldom here, always gone off seeing to business, as he puts it, which means sitting around with the other old fellows at Bryce's Tavern across the river, playing cards and talking, or out in his car visiting people. Mr. Pickett loves to go visiting, and I must say I cannot blame him too much, as Mrs. Pickett is not very good company. But this leaves it all up to me, for Mrs. Pickett is quite demanding, and it takes both me and old Lorene working double time just to pacify her. Mostly she lies in bed reading magazines and romance novels, with her teeth took out and laid on the bedside table. First she wants one thing, then another. She eats about 8 little meals every day instead of 3 like normal people, because of an ulcer, she says, and everything has to be just so. For instance, you have to cut all the crusts off the bread, or she will not eat it. I don't think I've ever described Bill's parents to you. In appearance, Mrs. P. is tall and thin with arms and legs like pipe cleaners, an unusually large head, big blue eyes, and skin so white it looks like milk glass. By contrast, Mr. Pickett is still a handsome man with thick white hair and eyebrows, though his belly hangs over his belt, making him look a little like Humpty Dumpty. He dresses up every day fit to kill. He is quite the dandy. He would die if he knew he looks like Humpty Dumpty. I must say it is a surprise to me that my Bill ever issued forth from this unlikely union, as Bill is such a plain and straightforward fellow, so likable and easy-going, or so it seems to me, though I swear I have nearly forgot his face now, as he has been gone already for longer than I knew him before the war. I have thought and thought about that day we met, until I wonder if I really remember it at all, or if it is merely a story I made up and now play again and again in my mind like a movie over at the Bijou. I don't know if I have told you all the particulars of it or not, but I would like to, and I hope you will not mind me going on at length, for I miss you so much, and love to think of you reading this long letter from me. You remember that I had come down to North Carolina on that trip with Adelaide Harper to visit her aunt and uncle, who planned to travel down the Neuse for 5 days on their new houseboat, and Adelaide was to come with them, as the trip would be educational. Remember how much I loved Adelaide, Mama, and how I begged to come? Do you ever wish you had said no, I wonder now? And do you ever think about where I might be instead, and what I might be doing? Instead of nursing a baby, I mean, on a lonely farm in the middle of brown fields gone to seed down here in North Carolina. For I do wonder about these things. I have time now to wonder and think on everything, and I find myself thinking, oh, but if, or if only, as it has struck me that our whole lives may be so determined in the twinkling of an eye. Oh, but I cannot imagine my life if I had never met Bill at all. This is the truth. I will never forget the day the houseboat ran against the bridge, that sudden, awful storm, almost a hurricane they said it was, and we were forced to seek shelter in the empty barn, not a mile from where I now sit to write you this letter, and before we could properly get our wits about us,